sure this is it?
Keep your voice down. We're trying
Ooh, mission time, yay.
It does require a modicum of silence.
Modicum, right? Why are we hiding? On an island in the middle of nowhere. It's a crypt, not the Pentagon.
A crypt potentially containing an elixir capable of prolonging life for centuries.
Okay.
Some secrets are rarely left unguarded.
They're doing a fountain
Yeah,
use
but why
kind of
can't we
thing.
just look?
I hope Will has a gun. Okay, there we go, fine. There's people there, obviously. Oh, skull? Beasts? I don't know what you'd call them.
Keepers of the dead. Best to be avoided if at all possible.
But also my point is, like, why did he automatically assume that there wouldn't be anything guarding the cave? Like, it's the elixir of life. That would just be stupid.
Right.
Ah, yes, military hand signals. I don't understand what we're doing. Cool. Ridiculous.
I'm going in and go around, but what was that wiggly one you did?
Either we work together or we die.
There's a hand signal for that?
Let's go.
Okay.
Hand signals are weird and confusing a little bit.
Take the other side. Draw them away if you can.
You're kidding, right?
Go quickly before they.
No, go chase this twig. Ah, yes, guns. Makes sense. There has to be. Oh, I really do like the picture design now. Damn, that's impressive. Like, seriously, did they literally not give Will a gun? Like, what was the point of that? He's working with you, and you expect him to not be able to defend himself. I mean, I'm sure he probably has his own gun, but like, if he did, why didn't he use it?
Yeah, I know. Not on the road, sure. This is why we don't work with Silvio. His intel is hopeless. Ashley,
You're gonna run out of bullets.
go to the trip. Go. Oh!
What's Will gonna do in the crypt? What? At least he's a flashlight, basically. Also, your battery, you can run out of batteries and run out of bullets. Like, whatever you do, literally do not move anything from that seal, because that seal's there for a reason. Like, you're gonna wake something up. And if there's 3 of them, that won't be good. Oh, great. You're screwed. Why'd you stand on it? Why does nobody ever look at their feet when they're in, like, ancient temples or tombs or whatever? Like, why? Yeah, are you sure he's not knocked out?
This might be my first crypt, but aren't they supposed to hold dead people?
Maybe they're in stasis. What are they down there for? Well, you're in a crypt for people who are theoretically just covered the elixir of life, and you're expecting dead people? She just told you that. Listen, wow, Sylvia's Inter really sucks if they weren't expecting anybody to theoretically have done that down there. Okay, fine.
on my own.
Sure.
A humanoid chameleon living under the city is hardly a cleanup job.
Chameleon?
Yeah.
Cool. I want to see it. Oh, they're not having too much problems with that thing. I like the idea of that. Like 50% chameleon? Or like you already have a lizard man. Are you gonna put it in there with you?
Problem one we should have taken care of before we went to Scotland. I can handle it. You got your hands full here.
Yeah, with 3
You have
women.
everything you need.
Yeah. Henry wants me to field test some new stuff. And, hey, if the gear fails, I'll just use the patented Magnus charm.
Right.
Don't shoot him.
Well, I just wanted to connect. You know, we rarely get the chance.
Oh, Mom. Alrighty then. 1.
I feel like that just jinxed the relationship. Like, you can't say something like that and not have things go wrong. They're getting split up at some point.
Nasty chameleon subterranean menace going down.
Ashley,
Yeah.
be careful.
Always, Mom. See ya.
I mean, I hope you're not dissecting them now. Like, they could still be awake. Have you done all the necessary tests?
3 not-so-dead women found in coffins. Just another day at the office.
Yep.
All 3 are comatose.
Oh,
Fortunately,
okay.
brain functions and vital organs seem to be intact.
So they're normal?
Near as I can tell, the scans aren't detecting any physical anomalies, but they can only tell us so much. I'm administering a time-release stimulant. It should bring them back to consciousness slowly with as little physical trauma as possible.
What about emotional trauma?
It's more your department, I should think. Until they awaken, we have to rely on...
Hey, consider this. Maybe they were left there on purpose and for good reason, and they could possibly potentially kill you. Like...
more traditional forensic methods. Wow. This
Oh,
fella.
they did take one of the skull eaters. Skull...
Fond memories.
I don't know.
These creatures detected our presence early and possessed unnatural speed and strength.
Okay, wait.
Definitely not normal.
Not as you would define it, no.
Oh, she just took that right off his face. Oh, that looks weird. Is that a human, like, humanoid that the skull was on top? Does that function? That, like, implies that it wasn't connected. That I should already done the operation to take it off, but, like, if it's not connected, how does that work?
I was about to gather some fluid samples. Care to assist?
No.
I...
Yeah, because that's a human person. That's like a human person, like a humanoid with a skull on its head. Like, not quite human because it looks like the nose and the cheeks, just like their eyes are being kind of like pushed up. But it's like human enough. It would work. So maybe the woman in the coffins got away from being turned into whatever this is. That all these people were experimented on. And then like turned into those creatures. But why the skulls? That's my only question. Like as helmets, or because if they're not attached, like what kind of creature did the skulls that they were wearing come from? Because maybe not from this, because they're still humanoid. They've got a different jaw type to ours. Like their teeth are further forward.
Too, but I better get back to my office and get the whole head shrinking operation up and running.
As you wish.
How long is it going to take for them to wake up, though? Because she hasn't given them a thing, so what if they wake up on their own? Then what? Why? Hang on. If any of these women fall in love with Will, I'm going to be very annoyed. Oh, yeah. Oh. That was a quick... That was very... What? He, like, went to his office and got a lab coat, and then, like, heard her scream and came running. Like, that is the quickest person I've ever... That's the quickest... Okay. Hang on. That is the fastest I've ever seen someone put a lab coat on. Also, like, why does he need the lab coat? Like, is that just be like, oh, I'm a scientist, it's okay. Like, what's the point of that? What is the point of the jacket? Like, but also, like, they're not gonna know where they are, assuming they've been in the tomb for centuries. So like, you could just show up wearing your normal clothes. Although I understand he probably had to get changed after the that whole thing. But like, why do you need a lab coat? Just do this in like normal clothing. He wasn't even in the morgue while she was working on the skull eaters. I keep saying skull eaters. I don't mean skull eaters. I just don't know what to call them. So.
You're finally awake.
Oh, she can hear him. Okay, cool. I had wondered how she was going to tell this was going on. Forgot.
Well. Can you understand anything I'm saying? Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You're okay. You're in a safe place.
What? Why?
Okay. You're in a safe place.
Maybe you should just give her like a teddy bear or something. Like, he didn't come in with any tools or anything. He was just like, I'm going to do this on my own. But it's like, why? Why would you not? I'm also curious as to whether, like, what does he normally do with therapy? Like, surely he'd have tools and stuff. I know he's a psychiatrist, but like, surely you'd have tools for dealing with this kind of thing. Like, you'd have to have done unconscious work before. Just because they're physically like older than like 12 doesn't mean they are mentally. Like, what if they haven't aged mentally?
Safe place. Just relax.
You gotta just start from basics. Oh yeah, she definitely impressed on him. Get her a notebook.
And Danu. Can talk.
My sisters. Heather and Karen, are they?
They're fine.
It's giving Arthurian. Like, those names sound Celtic.
Your sisters are fine. You just woke up first.
Don't quite know what that would mean in terms of the plot, but like, also, yeah, they're definitely Celtic because that sigil was like that. Actually, I don't know what you call that, but it was definitely Old English. So maybe I'm thinking witches currently.
You're in a medical facility. We brought you here after we found you in a dark place. Do you have any idea how you ended up there?
Maybe they put them there to kill them. Well, not kill them, but maybe they were like, oh, you're spooky. We're gonna put them there as kind of a witch trial. I'm thinking, like, as a punishment. Who they is, I don't know, but somebody definitely put them there. Like, they wouldn't want to sleep on their own.
They came to our village.
Oh, okay, maybe the Skull Eaters did that.
They weren't human.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Maybe everybody in their village is taking the elixir. I don't know. So, or that, or someone sent the Skull Eaters after them.
They took us with them, and then I woke up here.
Your village. Is there anyone there, your friends or family, that we could contact? Let them know you're alright.
I'm sorry, I just...
Well, she's referring to it as a village. It's been many. You seriously think that anybody who could potentially have contacted them would still be alive?
I can't remember.
Well, it's okay. Just take your time.
This place is like nothing I've ever seen before. There's light, but I see no candles. There's warmth, but there's no fire, no sunlight.
Daniel, before you and your sisters were taken, how much do you remember?
Ask her what year she's from. That'll be helpful.
Last Mass,
Oh, great.
we were mourning the loss of our priest to the miasmas.
The miasmas?
It's a sickness that has cursed many villages surrounding us in recent months. There is no cure.
So you remember the miasmas?
If there's no cure, then what's the elixir of life? How is that connected to all this? Because if there's a plague, you'd think people in the villages would have taken it, unless it only worked on them when everyone else died. If they tried to take it.
can I remember? Just give it time.
She's lucky she can remember her own name, to be fair.
These creatures exhibit a terrifying propensity for violence.
So get rid of the dead one
Physiology
then.
appears human in base form, though significant anomalies to the face and torso indicate the possibility of mutation at a base genetic level.
Ugh, yucky.
Oh, okay. You need to put a sock on the door or something before you do that.
What he said, it's not.
He's breathtaking, isn't he?
Well, literally just get out of the... literally just leave the morgue, or like turn around or something.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
How are our guests doing?
Gross.
Confused. At least the one who's awake is. She mentioned a disease that was killing people in her village.
And hopefully you haven't let it out by cutting open this guy.
Called the
Because that would be bad.
miasmas, which translates from the Greek meaning poisoned air.
Plague, actually.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, definitely. Oh, bubonic plague. Okay. I knew I'd heard that word before.
However,
I knew I'd heard that word before. I just couldn't remember. Yeah, so 1500s definitely. I think. But, like, where were they in location-wise? Like, I don't think... Because we should the bubonic plague now, right? Maybe. I mean, I hope not. No, it looks like an epidemic. I just meant, like, as a thing. Like, surely there's still rats that carry it. Like, 1600s at most. It, literally, you should just assume that they are not from this century. Because what else would they be in a tomb?
however, the last reported serious outbreak was in Scotland in 800 AD.
There we go. 880. Yeah, cool. Good to have it London. Again, yes, close. Close to... I'm still thinking Arthur. Like, definitely Arthurian.
Is
She's crazy.
that your professional opinion?
Look, I know there's a lot of things that are outside the realm of our knowledge, blah, blah, blah. But logically, if she were from 800 AD, she wouldn't speak English the way we do.
That's what I was... She literally doesn't. Maybe she just has the ability to learn immediately. Ever think about that?
I'm guessing that linguistics and grammar have evolved somewhat since then.
Somewhat.
Say devolved.
Whatever the point is that we wouldn't understand it. Which makes her a very sweet, very delusional woman.
You're forgetting that you got her out of a literal crypt. You got them out of literal crypts. I don't understand. Yeah, the language thing is weird though. I was also thinking that, like, why can they understand English? Like, they kind of...
If you have a theory, please share it with the class.
The liquid we found, the three of them, has similar chemical properties to suspended animation formulae used by southern voodoo cults.
What?
The human body cannot survive intact for 1,200 years. I don't care what kind of magic bath products you use.
And I agree. So,
He isn't thinking about Helen. Like, he hasn't asked how Helen has done it. Like, he's just like, yes, you're 157 years old. Like, how does that not connect in his brain?
these women are either
Because it's her blood, right? So, are they like her?
far more than they appear, or, to use your incredibly clever vernacular,
Crazy.
the question we should be asking is why the keepers were so anxious to stop us from getting into that crypt.
I'm still thinking witches.
What is it about these women that they don't want us to know?
I think there are. Could be a hive mind. Ooh, those are sigils. What are they doing though? I'm still thinking witches though. Like, that's not good, is it? That won't be good. They're kinetic. I'm either thinking like a hive mind, or they're all just like a triad of some sort. They're all incredibly powerful because they've got the same abilities and you need to keep them apart. Hopefully you haven't created a bomb. Because if she didn't know what she was doing, she wouldn't be out of bed. Like, she just pulled a whole tray of chemicals there, presumably. Like, what are you doing? What's she gonna do with those? Whoop! Magic. Or just an earthquake. You'd think that would register in Helen's senses, though. Like, if they're doing it while she's in the morgue, you'd think that would pop up on something somewhere. Like, Henry's got the computers. That should register.
Got evidence of 2 women and a man out here, and a hell of a lot of 45 mil cartridges.
Who are these guys? Are they being tracked? Property. So are they doing what Helen's doing, but like, worse. Interesting. What? Oh, it's actually the one. Oh, she traveled to a different... Oh, okay, she's in a different part of America. Maybe. For some reason, I just pictured the New York subway, and, like, that is not their own possibility, because Chameleon's but like, yeah, if you're gonna go to where Chameleon is, probably not gonna be in America. I don't know why I didn't think that through. Oh. What? Also, only slightly related, like, these guys. Could they potentially want to use Ashley or Helen as a weapon? Like, that's not gonna be good, because if they're assets, if they're looking for these women, then what are they... If they were looking for these women, surely they'd have to know about Ashley and Helen, like... Why are you trying to shoot? You caused a rock slide. Oh. I don't know what I was expecting it to look like, but it wasn't that. Because for some reason my brain thought the Chameleon's gonna be able to see through. Like, trying to shoot an invisible opponent is hard. You're gonna need, like, flour or something to make it show up. Oh, there we go. Or just kill it. I guess that works too. Sure, I thought you were capturing it. I thought you were trying to capture it, not kill it. Why'd you kill it? Why'd you kill it?
Why is nothing familiar to us? I see myself in the mirror and I recognize my face.
How did they synchronize their outfits? Like, or is that just what they... Never mind.
I know Tatha and Anu, but the person I thought I was... You're telling me there is no village, no sickness. The little I can remember is false. How can we all not feel completely lost?
Dino has told us that you insist there were no magics involved. That what we suffer is simply a malady.
It's more of an emotional shield. We found...
Well, is this really the right way of doing it? Oh, right, like self-inflicted amnesia rather than, like, disease-inflicted amnesia. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But also, maybe you don't want them to cover their, memories, because that could unlock things that are bad.
Found you in a crypt surrounded by monsters. It's normal for the human psyche to put itself in a safe mode.
We want to accept your diagnosis, Doctor. And we are grateful for all that you've done. It's
She's still not buying it. The clinical term is schizoaffective disorder. It's a delusional state stemming from acute post-traumatic stress.
you're all
They're not gonna know what any of those words mean, but cool, use a modern diagnosis, great.
three suffering from the same disorder.
But yeah, the language is throwing me off too. Like, why can they understand and process these words when they're from 1800? Not 1800, 800. They're from 800 AD. Like, they should not be able to understand this. And if they can, how? Do they have a higher brain function? Higher brain processing capacity? Or is it just because they've made all their memories disappear that they can, like, process this stuff now? Like, you get rid of some stuff and you put new things in, but it still seems weird. It seems odd.
How is that possible?
Delusional behavior occurring virally in groups is rare, but it's not undocumented, particularly amongst siblings. Look,
They're siblings? How did he know that? I mean, I already kind of assumed they were since they look similar, but, like, does that have any effect on their potential magical abilities?
let me put it this way. There is no logical or physical way that your memories can be real. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner we can...
Well, you are talking as someone whose mother got eaten by a giant monster when you were 8. Why didn't you just tell them the truth?
need to make progress.
Excellent timing.
You're gonna eat lunch next to a half-open dead body? How is that not gonna put you off your food? So I'm still concerned as to what she actually eats. Like, it has to be...
Starved.
Eat somewhere else. Like, I don't put the germs in your food. She got a waistcoat. He recovered quickly. I have to assume it's been a serious amount of time, but like, he got stabbed by a thing with acidic teeth and claws. How quickly is his recovery time?
They are beautiful.
They truly are.
Oh,
Never
okay, he
seen
can
anything
speak.
like them.
They are frightened.
Well, I understand he can speak. But like, they do know that he can speak. Like, it's just normal now, so it has to be more time. Okay. Oh yeah, the empathy thing.
Yes. Oh, quite confusing, I'd imagine. Waking up here, no memories, believing you're from the Middle Ages.
Are they?
Well, there's the rub. I can't quite rule the possibility out. When Will first entered the crypt, he said he set off some sort of mechanism that drained the coffins of a green-hued liquid, which thankfully I was able to preserve.
You think this kept them alive?
I don't know for certain,
Don't drink it. Like, don't put that anywhere near your mouth.
but it does contain several key elements that could induce a form of cryogenic stasis in humans.
If they are not abnormals,
I know. Why guard them so ferociously?
I want you to concentrate on the sound of my voice. I'm going to count backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who can hear me?
Oh yeah, because the treatment for this is like a kind of hypnotism. Never mind.
I want you to go back to the last thing you remember before you woke up here.
Oh,
The creatures.
why are they in hoods though? That's my question. Why are the creatures wearing hoods?
They're too strong. We can't escape. Why are they doing this? We've done nothing wrong.
Oh, that guy does not have a skull on his face. Like, but also, what if the others said that? And he didn't say that. They have to be linked. Oh,
Making us drink something.
yuck.
Darkness.
Did they inject them with their own blood? Like, did that change their DNA or did it just knock them out?
I want you to go back further. Find a memory of something that happened before the creatures took you.
Moonlight. I'm in a field. It's cold.
You doing a ritual?
I can sense the dead.
You can sense the dead. That's not normal. Like, you know when people are dead, but you can't sense the dead. That's not normal.
Their souls extinguished.
Are they like necromancers or something? Because they have to be witchy.
Only we remain. What do
Okay,
you make of
but why? Why did the village get wiped out?
these? I found them on the right-hand index finger of each of the 3 women.
have you searched the database?
Not yet, it's on my to-do list. But such distinctive markings generally indicate a connection to a larger collective or group.
If they belong to a society of some sort.
And someone will definitely have noticed that they're missing.
Yeah, the other guys. So, has this organization been around since the Middle Ages or whenever?
I definitely say that I'm more, stimulated here than in my old job.
Wherever here is. You won't even tell me where you're working.
I told you, the people who run this clinic are totally into privacy. I'm bound by all these confidentiality agreements they made me sign.
Well, at least tell me what kind of work you're doing. I mean, is it more forensics or clinical or research-based?
It's, it's a little bit of everything.
Really? That's the excuse you're going with? The best lies are always the most specific ones, Will.
Really, cutting edge stuff.
Hold that elevator! What's up, new guy?
I want to eat your face.
What? Who's that?
Like, literally, I'm so curious about how this guy's anatomy works. But clearly, the head that's on his back has a different personality. So is it like just a manifestation of his murderous impulses? Because I'm thinking he was born like that, but like, how does that affect his daily life?
It's a patient. patients.
No, this is great, Will.
Two of them.
I mean, I don't know where you're working or what kind of work you're doing, aside from everything. You're never at your apartment. It's like you just dropped off the map.
So where is he when he's not at the apartment? Well, I mean, clearly, but like, does he have a? He's clearly at the sanctuary, but like, does he have a room there?
Well, I'm just putting in a lot of hours at the clinic, trying to get up to speed. You know how it is. Anyway, I wanted to call and make sure you're okay.
Well, whatever it is you are doing, you sound good.
Well, thanks.
It's good that he's checking in on it though.
I mean, it's no picnic, believe me. But,
Will, stop with the microaggressions.
half the time I wonder if I made the right decision. But I am sleeping better.
All good, Mom. City's now minus one ugly, poodle-eating chameleon guy.
Are you hurt?
No, not a scratch.
I'll redo your bandages when you get home. But before you do, I need you to look
I like that they have a relationship where she could just tell, like, literally over the phone that she's hurt, and then tell her that she's gonna fix her up, which is cool.
into something for me.
We found these rings on the 3 women from the crypt.
And they got crowns on them.
Pretty.
I've traced it back to an ancient cult known as Kabbalah.
Cults are never good. But also, this has to be connected back to John, right? Although, I suspect he's also working with someone else. But I have a feeling they are connected just based on the vibe.
Nocturnal. The secret society founded in roughly 700.
Ah, 700. Okay, not
They're
800.
still
My bad.
collating data, but from what I can tell, they were collectors of ancient beings of power.
Well, they had crappy tasted bling, that's for sure.
I've reason to believe that this cabal may still be operating, and I need to know how
That's
big a
not
threat they could pose.
See what Squid
Big,
has to say about the
probably.
markings.
Squid.
Then I want you home.
Squid? Squid. I have to assume he's part squid at this point.
You got a bad
Squid.
feeling about this?
Off the charts.
Squid.
Okay, I'm on it. Love ya.
Love you too.
How'd she get up there? Oh,
Hey,
she's out.
what's the matter? You can't sleep?
Dr. Zimmerman. I know Dr. Magnus asked we stay in our quarters, but the views from your windows, they are so captivating. I could not resist.
Okay.
What do you feel when you look out there?
I am curious and afraid.
Good things to be. At least that means you know you have emotions. Seriously though, like you wake up from like the 700s and suddenly you're in like a city with lights. Like I bet she doesn't even know how plumbing works properly. Like no wonder she's both of those things. It makes sense. Understandable reaction, yes. But also that's a big emotions.
Afraid of what?
Herself, probably. Yeah, definitely.
When I sleep at night, all I see are dead faces,
That's not good. That's like worst case.
asking me why. You want us to remember who we are? Well, perhaps there is a good reason that we forgot.
You'd think that Will would be kind of used to this though. Like, has he not cancelled murderers? Ugh. Has he not cancelled murderers before? Like, if he works in a prison? But also, yeah, good dramatic line read though. Love that. Should be used to this on some level. That's a lot of writing. How long has she been awake?
Hey, I saw your light was on. You mind if I,
Door's also open, Will. If the door was shut, she probably wouldn't want anyone in there. But also, yeah, the door is literally open. Like, of course she's open to visitors.
You're up late.
So are you?
Well, I mean, I think when you get to a point, late becomes early, and so they're probably put up early rather than being late. But I never understand why it's late rather than early if you're up at like 3 a.m. It's like, no, it's morning. You're early. You're not late.
Keeping watch over the ranch?
Like,
Patients do too.
not at all, then, because I don't think all of your patients, like, sleep. So why isn't she just out wandering around? She has to have guards, right? I mean, apart from the patients, for the ones that are downstairs at least. Or do the ones that wander around look on the other ones? I mean, I guess that makes sense, right?
How's Daniel?
She's feeling a lot of irrational fear, low self-esteem, raw emotion. I've seen it before in kidnapping victims held for long periods of time. They tend to forget they have value and just start seeing themselves as property.
That sucks.
That assessment may be far more accurate than you realize.
Okay, cool.
What do you mean?
Have you ever heard of the Morrigan?
The Morgan? No. But then again, I haven't been able to memorize that monster manual you gave me yet.
I want to read it. Like, how thick is it? Give it to me.
They're part of an ancient legend dating back to medieval times. 3 women with supernatural powers whose sole purpose was to destroy men.
So, the servants?
So I see we're back to the 1,200-year-old bath products theory.
I don't understand why he isn't fully believing it. Like, what did he think he'd signed on for? Like, he understood things, but, like, how long is it going to take for this to sink in? Like, I feel like something is going to have to go really bad for him to actually fully commit. Because at most, he's been here for, like, what, like a week? 2 weeks? Can't have been that long. But you'd think if he was just wandering around all the people, he would have been more desensitized to it than before. Also, surely they've taken him on more cases than this one.
The Morrigan first appeared during the reign of King Arthur.
I was right, yeah.
According to myth, when the Morrigan appeared on the battlefield,
Yeah, definitely killed it.
Arthur's enemies simply began dropping dead, their souls drained of life.
Where'd it go, though? Like, dead immediately? If a soul's a thing, like, what happens to it?
Entire armies were wiped out en masse.
Do you honestly believe that the
Yes.
witches from the Middle Ages?
She's 157 years old, Will. Why are you still denying it?
Well, what history would have defined as a witch could have simply been someone with abnormal powers.
Yeah, but they
Aren't they born with it?
don't have any powers.
Yeah, maybe they're born with it, maybe it's the Morrigan.
And you said so yourself when you checked them out.
None that we've yet detected.
Oh, because I don't know about that. Okay, well, do they?
Each of them was wearing one of these.
Maybe those are dampeners. Why would you take them off? Although I guess they were unconscious and you needed to study them. But, like, still, you probably awoke their powers with those.
And this is the mark of an ancient cabal of collectors who sought and exploited abnormals for their own personal gain, and apparently guarded their possessions fiercely.
So why would this cabal hold the sisters prisoner if they don't have any powers?
Another reason why I'm not sleeping.
Maybe they want to use them in the future. Oh, that was a flashback. Okay, they're definitely awake now. That's not good.
We were actually there that night.
They have to be amplified or something, right?
We were the reason.
Okay, but this is so wildly dramatic for, like, no reason. It looks ridiculous and stupid. This is the most ridiculous thing to focus on, but, like, what is up with this cup? Like, it clearly says happy birthday, Will, but, like, that's not Will. So, what's on the cup? Like, why? Why would you just get a photo of a random man? It has to be an in-joke there, but I don't know what the joke would be because clearly it hasn't been discussed, but it's just a neat little detail and I'm focusing on the wrong things. Also, that's not very dark coffee. Like, it takes us coffee, not dark. Okay, noted.
Easy, Steve. Easy.
He knows him by name. He's clearly been here for longer than you think. Why is the manager not wearing pants, though? That's my question. Oh, what are they doing there? Cannot take this seriously with the music, though. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. So early 2000s. I mean that in, like, the best way, but, like, oh my god.
Ladies. Pretty sure we have rules about voting and stuff.
I want to know whether you actually do have rules. Like, clearly that line is jokey, but, like, is there a handbook? Is it another museum situation where you hire someone and then you have to give them a really, really long list on a scroll that floats out? What are they trying to do? Surely this would affect the EM field, like, outside. Like, I know I think it previously broke, but, like, yikes, the electricity is going wild.
Let's say you just come down and we talk about this.
You haven't got any of their attentions yet. Oh. Yeah. Oh, they have to be messing with his brain a little bit. Because he's the only man down there, like... and you got magnetic fields in your brain, right? So that must hurt. Oh, there we go, there's the headache. Oh, she shot him with a gun?
Quite enough of that.
An air gun? Or did that also have an EMP pulse? Leave him knocked out. He needs to sleep.
Control.
No, you didn't. You say that and you're immediately wrong.
You know, when stuff blows up and I say, man, this is going to cost you, and you say, Henry, stop being so dramatic.
Henry.
This is going to cost you.
Yeah.
What was it?
They knocked out basically everything, I have to assume.
Central lab, mostly. Diagnostics, MRI systems are gonzo.
Yep, definitely an electrical thing.
Well, redundancy's kicked in, so nothing.
Oh, good, you do have backup.
Which is good.
Yay.
But our perimeter alarm systems are totally fried.
Fix them from the inside then.
Focus on external defenses. Leave the lab for later.
Why, are we expecting more trouble? Yeah, no, that was a stupid question.
Yes.
I'm outside.
We're just from the Middle Ages.
Yeah, now you're cottoning on.
Okay, I'm almost there, but...
Almost it. Almost it. You're so close. Please, just click and fully.
Assuming their physical forms could somehow be preserved, again, how is it possible that they can speak like us?
I'm assuming that each of them is a telesthetic, enabling them to quickly learn our vernacular of English.
Psychic powers, mind reading.
Oh, so that's why she did the touch thing, because often those are connected through touch. That makes sense. I didn't think she would have grabbed his face without rolling. Like, although, to be fair, he was also the only one there, but still.
Now we know what this Cabal wanted them for.
Yep.
For all the good it's done us. I should have.
Don't put all this on yourself. Just because you did hours of research doesn't mean you can get everything right. Like, just because you run it doesn't mean you need to know all the
The
stuff.
moment I connected them with the Cabal.
Oh, okay.
Perform more invasive scans, psychotropic drug therapy.
But then you would have just become like them. You would have ended up not treating them like humans. You would have just ended up treating them like an experiment.
A medical facility, not quantum.
You don't have to know everything.
Guantanamo Bay.
It would be good. But if it's at the expense of someone else, then it's bad. Don't do that.
Cut yourself some slack.
You don't understand. Assuming the Cabal are after them, and we'd
Of
be
course they
fools
are.
not to, the amount of kinetic energy that they released could hardly go unnoticed.
Yeah. They could literally become a living bomb, and you don't want that.
We're all in imminent danger. They cannot remain here.
Although I have a feeling that they were brainwashed. Like, I don't think they know that they are what they are.
What does that mean?
It means that if the legend of the Morrigan is even slightly true, they could conceivably
Yeah.
wipe out hundreds,
Living
even
bomb.
thousands of lives given the chance.
That's not good.
We're not talking about a bunch of velociraptors here.
Yeah, I know. But also, velociraptors are intelligent. And I wouldn't face velociraptors either.
Before their memories came back, they were calm, rational women. And even when they did let loose with their powers, they didn't kill me.
Because you're the only person they've properly connected with since waking up.
They just melted my brain a little bit.
That's not good,
And
though.
destroyed half my facility.
Well, they've been held prisoners for hundreds of years. They had a right to be pissed. Doesn't mean we can't reason with them.
All three will remain under sedation, at least for the time being.
And how long is that? Forever?
Yeah, that's not what you want.
How does that make us any different than the Cabal who imprisoned them in the first place?
Exactly. Except they were probably going to use them for weapons, whereas you're just going to use them for study. Studying is not better than using them as weapons, because people still get hurt.
Never have been woken up.
Yeah, but if you...
You
What?
can't stay asleep forever.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
You deserve to be free.
Our purpose is not to
Maybe they don't know what's going on then.
Our purpose
Maybe they
is to
just
bring
know
death
that
to
they
the
can do
enemies of the
this.
Cabal.
You think we're the enemy?
Yeah, that's a weird automatic assumption to make. They have to have done something to them. I'm assuming at this point that they don't know that they were born like this. But if they don't, then, like, how long have they been with the Cabal? They have to have been with them for their entire lives, right? That's not good. So, if that's the case for them, how many other people / species is that the case for?
You took us from our home, away from our protectors.
You were held prisoner in a crypt.
Yeah, that's not ideal. Don't do that.
What kind of a home is that?
A dark one, clearly.
If our masters deem it so, then it is so.
No.
Masters is an interesting terminology. Yeah, clearly they don't view themselves as people, like he said before. Which is not, it's not good. They need help.
That's what they want you to think. They want you to
They need to
believe
get
that
back
they're
free
your
choice.
protectors, but they're not. They're using your powers for their own good.
They gave us life. They gave us our powers.
Who says you weren't born with these gifts?
Yeah.
That this cabal simply found you and forced you to kill for them.
Okay, but as babies or like now? Like at like teenagers? I don't know. Indoctrinated since birth makes more sense, I guess.
You asked me how you could all suffer from the same disorder. This dissociation between what's real and imagined. It's because somebody planted those thoughts in your heads.
I wonder he has to have dealt with people like this though. But also, how long is it going to take for the brainwashing to wear off? Like, you'd hope Will's words would have wormed their way into your brain right now, or at least starting to if he keeps repeating it. But is that going to be any good?
And the sooner you realize those thoughts aren't real, then you'll remember.
Thinking out your thoughts sucks though. Particularly if it like goes back to your roots. Like, unpacking things is really hard.
Truly are.
Takes time.
Men,
Daniel.
1,000 men marched on base.
That's a lot of people. Literally, like, nobody. Honestly, it's amazing that she's doing as well as she is, because that is a lot of skill. That's a lot of people. A lot of people in your head.
All were dead before nightfall. All with purpose.
Okay, but are the defenses?
How can we ever be free? After all that we've done?
You can't though. You've got like two choices. Either you literally either have to go back to sleep, or you have to live with what you've done and process it. And because processing takes a while, well, if you don't, you're going to be stuck. But like, being mentally stuck is better than being literally stuck, because if you're literally asleep, you can't process the stuff. And who knows when or if you'll be woken up. Did she just drive all the way up there and then meet on an abandoned bridge? That can't be legal.
It's about time.
So he eats worms? How long has he been up there? Gross.
Whoa. You said you have
Maybe he is part squid. You have to assume he's part squid. Looks like he's got tentacles in his beard.
information on the Cabal for me.
Also, squid eat worms. Of course he's part squid. Duh.
You and your mother
Yeah,
really
okay.
don't like to attract normal run-of-the-mill.
How long has he been working for? I want to know information about their contacts. We've only met two so far, but clearly, if there's squid as well, like, their contacts seem to be abnormal, because Sylvia had, like, healing abilities and squid is whatever squid is. Which is interesting. I want to know about their contacts. Also, who taught Ashley how to ride a motorbike? Was it Helen? Had to have been Helen.
No, we're searching the Cabal. They stirred up the people in my network.
I want to know about their network.
Buzzing like insects.
Dude, most of the people in your network are insects.
That's
Type of
real nice,
speciesist.
Ash.
What did you find out?
They've been playing the same capture and study game for a hell of a lot more years than your mother and you.
Do they have a base, though? I really want to know. Like, I want to see their headquarters. Because, like, if they've been doing it for a while, you'd think it'd have to be pretty big. Like, also, the trope of, like, person and then, like, an organization or a person that mirrors them is great. I love a good mirror. Yeah, because her mother... How much has Helen told her? Because I understand that the information about the Cabal is probably really new to both of them. But, like, there has to be more than one.
Their mandate was
To capture creatures with strange powers. I know, we got 3 of their assets on ice. What are they up to now?
everything.
Everything?
Come again?
Yeah, what?
The Cabal supposedly died out in the 19th century. If they didn't,
Say something.
they just went underground.
Every time something is reported as supposedly died out, they're always going to be somewhere else. You have to dig so deep. So deep.
They started infiltrating businesses.
Oh, they're everywhere?
Scientific
Yeah.
research companies.
Scary.
Banks, biotech firms, military think tanks, all under their control.
Holy crap.
That is a lot of... That's a lot of reach.
One film away from global domination.
So stealing
So do they want the monsters to get out?
their property.
No. Would not go over well. We're
Bad
not-
idea.
they're on the
You
run
need to get back to your
with,
mom's house.
Upright bloodhounds and big teeth and claws.
Keep her.
Okay, so keep it there. Okay, Nate.
How many?
Well, enough to create a real mess. I mean, whatever it is you took from them, they're coming to take it back.
Damn. Get home now, girl.
You mind?
No, but
Oh, thank you. Oh.
How often does he eat if he has to get Ashley to feed him food whenever he needs intel? Whenever they need intel. Ugh, okay, squishy. Oh, you're gonna get captured or knocked out or something. Like, you have to. Ooh, they just. Oh, they're scary. I don't like.
Well, that is not good.
Yes, very not good.
As long as they're conscious, they are
Yes,
a threat.
and so are the keepers.
They are a threat.
Daniel's
You probably should have put like. Then it might have been sorry.
psychological state is so fragile right now. Any more trauma,
What
any more
about-
amnesia,
Okay, but you're talking about Daniel. What about the other two? Or are they not done yet? Like, don't they communicate? Like, if they're all teleaesthetic or whatever she said before, like, you'd think they would all know what's going on and all have the same amount of level of self-awareness. Like, why aren't they all awake?
she may never be this self-aware again. I can get through to her. I just
What about the other
need
two?
more time.
Time is not
Well,
something we have in abundance, Will.
Listen. She has been brainwashed to think this
They've all been
car is
brainwashed. Oh my
somehow
goodness.
all-powerful. I mean, come on.
Ashley,
We've definitely got trouble incoming. I'll be home as soon as I can, but this is a bunch of Mom?
yeah, okay.
Mom!
I mean, that was quick, but how did they get in? Oh, wait a minute, the fences are down, sorry. I want to know how she got up there. What's they gonna do? I want to know what kind of guns they've got, because if they have to do the creatures, they clearly have normal guns. But then, like, they seem to have specifically type ones with specific types for things. Like that electrokinetic gun that she used. So, who makes them? And if they are made with people off-site, how big is the operation for that?
Come in, Maggie. So, nasty creatures with bad dental work have breached the outer perimeters. I'd recommend a level 5 internal lockdown.
Completely random tangent here, but I like how the keepers move. Because obviously they're bagged in like suits or whatever, but like they don't quite move like humans. It's like their bone structure just been like pushed down, like they're slightly because they're muted obviously. So it's like their skeletal structure is squished a little bit, and that's it shows in their movements. I'm also curious as to why the skulls, obviously for like menacing / aesthetic, but like what kind of skulls are they? Because they're not human skulls. So when they mutated, do their skulls go on the outside of their bodies because on their faces? Because their faces are still facey. But like, how did it take for that to happen? I want to know about their evolution. Also, whether or not they're sentient, because it seems like they're following orders if they're programmed by members of the Cabal. So, what's up with that?
Agnes!
Oh, cool doors. Great.
we need to get the Morrigan out of here immediately.
Agreed. Any ideas?
Near the
Nope.
street, there's an escape tunnel with an exit leading to the river.
Oh, I'm not
Safe
gonna
house
take long
just
to get to
outside
those
the city.
doors.
There's a map programmed into this.
She just gave him a phone that automatically... Give him a gun, too. Oh, never mind. That is a gun. Sorry.
Take this.
What are you gonna do?
You wanted time? I'm gonna buy you some.
Fight time. Let's go. Now, I want to know more about where she learned how to fight, because clearly she's trained and Ashley's trained. So she had to have paused that done to her daughter, but like, where'd she learn it in the first place? Oh, the window? I keep forgetting the castle has windows and doors. Of course it does.
Where the hell have you been?
Here's the bodyguard. You think she did more than one bodyguard, though?
Need Ashley.
Yeah, the movement thing. It's neat. Why did regular bullets work on them, though? Like, you think it needs stronger things. I think if you wanted a defense force, you wouldn't employ abnormals that are not immune to bullets. You'd think you'd need bulletproof security guards / dogs, whatever. Yep, this goes. Just gonna go get in the front door, though. Yeah, not gonna be able to get into the front door, is what I meant. Did she turn off the code? If you activate the defense protocols, I guess that means you can't get through, but like, why would the codes not work? Oh. Oh, okay, they were put in there with a... What did they head? Oh,
Getting you out of here.
Why didn't they put them in... Oh, no, I guess separate souls means their power is not as concentrated.
But that doesn't mean you have to go with them.
They will never stop looking for us. We must go with them.
Do you really believe that you deserve to live in a crypt? Because if you do, I won't stop you.
Illusion of
You would
choice.
free us?
Yes. We have to go right now.
I want you to stay and defend the habitats at all costs. If we fall, initiate level 9 lockdown protocol and seal yourself inside. Please, do as I say.
It kind of looks like a watch. I don't know if that was intended, but it looks like a watch. Also, why is there just a well in the middle of your building like that? Seems like an oversight. Although I guess if it's a like an entryway, I mean I'm assuming that's actually. Yep, no, that's actually like if it's an entryway. I mean it has to be a keep that there for like last effort purposes. Like she clearly had no other options. Cool shot though. Very iconic fun. Oh, there they go. Are they in shoes? Are they just running around the castle barefoot?
Where are we going?
They're barefoot. Must have really sore feet.
Away from here.
I'm running very slow though. Like that doesn't seem like when it's fast enough. Why'd you stop?
Will,
Fight them off with your powers.
Take this. It's a map. Follow the purple line.
Will,
Go!
Actually ridiculous. This man does not know. I don't think this man knows how to work a gun. Iconic.
good.
Iconic
Grab what
entrance.
weapons you
Yay.
can and meet us in the catacombs. Will's headed to the river gate with the morgue and the keepers are following. We'll make us stand there. Henry,
Hello.
you heard the plan?
Oh, good. He's mostly awake.
Weapons, catacombs, check.
Why hasn't he moved? You say I see you in 5 and you jinx yourself. Yep, you jinxed. Why did it do that?
Drop it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on.
He literally just, he does kind of have the vibe of a guy who just needs to be arrested at all costs, I
Keep 'em
guess.
coming.
I don't know. You should expect that as the tech guy / communications expert that he'd be vulnerable to attack because the important people that aren't that are vulnerable to attack are already inside. Like, you think he would have bought more than one gun at least. Okay, I guess he did. Never mind. That's kind of funny though, like,
These aren't mine. Just put them on the ground.
what's that thing? That tiny little razor gun? That's cute. Honestly, at this point, the CGI backgrounds are kind of charming. Mount to rescue! Yay! Will, you're not getting out of there without ever shooting. She just jumped on that with like, how? How'd she do that? What? Why hasn't he shot anyone yet? Oh my, okay, there we go. I guess I should.
You left the safety on.
Yeah, get gun safety, idiot. I guess they've never used a gun before. It is good though, like as a cop show too. I'd say cop show. As like a fantasy show that has connections to cops that they don't that he's not like that kind of cop.
Mom! Are you okay? I'm fine. Did you get them out?
I think so. If they can read Google Maps,
Woo.
they should be well on their way.
Well, of course they can read
Where the
Google
hell
Maps.
is
They've
Henry?
been in your brain.
Here.
Oh, great. So they seriously thought that letting them out while they were going, like, while they were trying to find them, and they theoretically said, oh, I guess they couldn't know, but they'll look at it, but like, seriously? Still kind of a dumb idea. They walked right into it.
This is a private medical facility. You are trespassing on my property.
Trespassing. You have stolen what is ours. The Morrigan belong to us. Hand them over now, or we tear this place apart.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My keepers are key to find them. No matter.
So, the keepers are just like their attack force and they use them for everything, not just them specifically? Okay.
Where they go.
Your keepers
How did he train them? That's my question. How do they train them to do that?
are dead all over my house. Do you have any more?
Last chance. No more games.
Ashley? It'll get messy. Just say the word.
Take their weapons.
Oh, I came back. Okay.
Stop. There will be no more killing.
But why?
We will go quietly.
But we ask that you leave these people unharmed.
You don't make demands. You do as we say.
They did not take us out of greed, but out of charity. We ask you leave them unharmed. Seems that a taste of freedom has changed their demeanor.
We take back what's ours. You and I have no problem.
Not yours,
These women
though.
are under my protection. They're not leaving with you or anyone else, for that matter.
Then we have a problem.
Danu, please stay with us. We can protect all of you.
If we stay, none of you will ever know peace.
You've shown us a path, a truth we have never seen before, and we are grateful.
Also, if they go, they can just destroy the cabal from the inside out. So, and also, if you keep in contact with them, you've got informants and stuff on the inside. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't think that's what they're gonna go and do. I think if they go, they'll probably just put back. But like, still, it's possible.
Grateful for all that you have done.
No, you can't go. Not now.
Our freedom must be earned in our own way. We know who we are now.
Put them in separate trucks. I'd be careful what you do next. The people I work for aren't the forgiving type.
Neither.
He doesn't lead it. If he doesn't, then who does? Although I have a feeling it would probably be the people that John was connected to. So, where are they going?
Where am I? Tell them this is far from over. Now, get off my property.
They're coming back. They're definitely coming back.
You think we've lost them?
You tell me.
I think I needed more time.
I think you've done more good than you realize. We gave them the choice to be free. What they do next is up to them.
Hey guys, I wasn't particularly into that episode, unfortunately. I could feel myself getting more distracted by the tiny details, because the pacing was just so slow, and I just was not connected to the whole concept of them, like, as a thing. Which is a shame, because I do really, really like Arthurian stuff, but, like, interested to see where the plotline with the Cabal goes, because clearly they're not just going to turn up for this one episode and be gone. Like, that's not going to do. I have a feeling they are going to connect back to the John stuff, because he kept saying 5. So I'm thinking whatever the 5 is, it is, they have roots. Like, again, I'm still thinking vampires. I need confirmation that they are, because nothing else really makes sense. Will was good this episode. It's getting slightly more tolerable. I, however, want him to get over his whole, everything needs to be solved with facts and logic. I can't just think about magic as first. I'm just like, sir, you're working with abnormals. You need to do it the other way around. You need to think more of the magic explanation rather than, you need to stop being so cynical and you should just let things go. So I'm hoping that he learns how to do that soonish, if he continues to keep putting his feet down and staying stuck. It's annoying.